Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Weekend Wrap-Up. I'm the Duke, coming at you once again on this lovely Friday morning. It is morning. It's 10:30. It's 10:30 here in the PNW. Still having my coffee. It's good coffee too. So hey, how's it going everybody? Let me turn this down just a little bit because I feel like I'm yelling. Sometimes good to yell, but not when you're wanting to be heard or whatever. Actually, that's the best time to yell, when you're wanting to be heard, especially right now. Anyway, so welcome everyone. Hope you had a great week. I did. It was pretty good actually. I got a lot of stuff done. So first off, I think I showed you these last time. They were not fully inked, but now they are. So these are actually going to go up in the store shortly, as soon as I get some high quality pics of them. Look at that. So these are the lemon drop dice. So they're yellow. So if you'll remember, if you're a regular watcher of the program, you'll remember that I asked the Prince, so I Googled it, the rank below a Duke is Prince. So I asked the Prince, the littlest Prince, about, colors I should make some dice. And one of the colors he picked was yellow. And I was like, but as it turned out, I really liked the way they looked. And then I was like, wait, so what's, lemon drops? Or if you want to use the brand name, I don't. But if you want to use the brand name, lemon heads are yellow like that. And they've got, that powdered sugar coating. So they look kind of, they're not shiny like most candies are, most hard candies are. They're matte. I was like, how do I get a matte finish on some resin dice? And I was like, well, you just sand it, duh. And so I did a concept test on another die that I was just gonna sand, ultimately polish anyway. So I sanded, I think 3 of the sides with 400 grit sandpaper, I believe it was. Basically just to knock the shine off. Like I wasn't trying to remove material or anything like that. I just wanted to get that shine down. And it worked. And I was like, okay, great. Well, I'm gonna do my entire set of yellow lemon dice right there. Like that. And so I did, and it looked amazing. And then I was like, okay, what color should I ink them? And the Mrs. the Duke was like, well, lemon heads are yellow and blue. Like that's their logo on the box. And I was like, blue should look fantastic. Sure enough, it does. Like, look at that. Like, that's awesome. The blue and yellow. So these are done. These are ready to go. Excuse me. To wet my vocals here. So those are done. Those are ready to go. We'll be up in the shop, I don't know, whenever I get pictures and post them up on my coffee shop. So check it out. I will throw the link down below for you to look at the shop, because those will actually probably be live by the time this video goes live. So check it out if you want yourself some lemon drop dice. They'll be there for you. Another couple of things is I got some dice. So these are the only ones I have finished to show you. So first, I think I mentioned it last time. I wanted to make a set of fundraiser dice for a Chiari walk that one of my friends in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's so pretty, are doing. So these are not, full disclosure, these are not the fundraiser dice. These are a color test, and I've got some others that are kind of ugly because I painted them and I haven't knocked the paint off yet, but I can show you kind of what the dice themselves would look like. So there's a whip, y'all. So actually you can't really see it that much. You need like a light behind it. So basically what they are is I was going for like purple smoke. I didn't get the effect I wanted. That's okay, because it came out really well anyway. It was good. So I was going for like a purple smoke. So I wanted like the translucence of like an alcohol ink, because mica powder makes things opaque. It makes your dice, it makes resin opaque. So I wanted that translucence, but I also wanted a little bit of smoke in there. And what I learned is that unless your smoke is actually like black, it doesn't show up really well. So basically, I had colored like that. So with the light shining through, I can see this really well. But I had colored, my main resin purplish, and then I had put some black alcohol ink into it, hoping that would, darken it up to the point where you could actually see it. It didn't. But that's okay, because it does still give this really cool effect if you get some backlight. So I was like, okay, well, those didn't work, but I learned something. Like with most mistakes, I learned something. So I ended up doing another set that came out phenomenal. And I think, do I have that one? I do. This one. So these need some sanding work and obviously some ink. But these, and it's really hard to see, but they have they're like galaxy dice. Like you can see kind of into them, and there's these sparkles and swirls and clouds and stuff, and they're really cool. So these are actually, and as you'll note, these have the bear on them. So these are going to be the fundraiser dice. But when I showed my friend these, she was like, "Oh, I get those too, right? Like, how much you want for those?" So I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, those will be yours too. Donating the actual fundraiser dice, but she was like, how much you want for these? And I was like, 35. She was like, okay. So second sale. So very cool. The other thing I did was these. So these are the caramel apple. So as you'll note, they've got the caramel color. It's a little heavy sanding on the one, but otherwise looks great. Like fantastic, super shiny. Looks really good from all angles. So it's, again, this was a color chosen by the prince. And he was like, yeah, I want yellow, green, and then red and blue together. All right, man, that's cool. So when I saw how this green came out, I was like, that's Granny Smith. That's a caramel apple. So I knew I was going to ink those in copper, and they came out fantastic. So I actually have all of those inked. I do need to do some cleanup on everything other than these two, because I just cleaned these up because I knew I was going to show them today. So a little show and tell. So yeah, I just need to clean those faces, and then those can go up in the shop as well. So again, probably, maybe not by the time you see this video, but certainly sometime within the next 24 hours or so, those sets, that one set, because the one is already promised to someone else, but the caramel apple set and the lemon drop set will be up in my coffee shop. So go ahead and check it out. Link's down there. The other one that I don't have inked yet. So these, and again, these are really hard to see, but I was trying a technique that didn't really work out. But basically it looks like, you can see it lightly when you get some backlight, but basically they're, strawberry, some strawberry hard candies. If you're looking at the brand name, it would be Jolly Rancher. Obviously I'm not going to call them that. I'm going to call them strawberry candies. So those, they're all polished, they're ready to go. I just need to throw some ink on them. I'm thinking white for those. I think that'll give some good high contrast. And strawberries, they're red berries with whitish seeds, so I think that makes sense. So that's what I've been doing. I also, is there anything else? Oh, there's something else actually. So I finally, look at the size of this thing. My gosh. So I finally got this. So if you'll remember, why is my chair? Okay. So if you'll remember, I need to get a better chair for the shop. FYI. So if you'll remember, so this is the 3D printed. So this is the UV resin version I got from John's 3D Prints and Things. John's 3D Prints and Dice. I don't know. John's 3D Prints and something on Etsy. So I got this, and I made a big tin cure mold. And then I was like, okay, well, I need to make an actual resin master. And so I've been trying to make this for like 2 weeks straight. So and in fact, it's wrecked my, as you can see, there's some bits of the tin cure mold left in there. So this thing actually wrecked my tin cure mold. I did make a second one as well. But that's been sitting for a while. So I tried to make two of them. I tried to make a purple one. I tried to make a clear one. The purple one ended up having huge void in the top of it. Like the one face didn't even show up. And I was like, what the hell? So I actually have fixed that. It's in the pressure pot right now. It just needs to get demolded. And that one should be good too. But before this one destroyed my mold, I had made this, and again, the one face didn't really work. And so I was like, God damn it, what am I gonna do? So, and especially since it was clear, I mean, not that this is gonna be a saleable dice anyway, but I was like, since it's clear, if I re-pour it, you're gonna see that seam. And I mean, technically you kind of can, but only because this hasn't been polished. Like, honestly, I think, because just looking at this, like, I can't see the seam. Like, there was a pretty significant hole. Okay, I can see the seam, but only because I know it's there. Like, if I didn't know it's there, I don't think you would be able, especially once this is all polished, I don't know that you would be able to see it. Either way, this is going to be a master. So I still, it's only halfway there. Because this is the epoxy resin master that I then need to make a silicone cure mold out of, and then I can start reproducing them. And originally I was like, you know what, this is too big. Like, this is I believe this is 50 millimeter, which is ginormous. Actually, funny thing, I actually have seen on Insta somebody made, so this is palm size. But somebody made like a die that was like this big. I guess I don't know how small their hands are. They only had hands for reference instead of banana for scale. So, but either way, like, there are bigger dice than this out there, but this is really too big. And I was like, I'm not going to reproduce this. And then, Mr. the Duke actually had a suggestion. He was like, you know what? He was like, what if you had a full set of 7 of dice in this scale, and these were the big bad evil dice. that when it comes time for the party to fight the big bad evil guy or gal, that the GM or DM or whatever you want to call him, the person running the game, pulls out a set of these dice and boof, drops them on the table, and these are the big bad evil dice. And I was like, you know what, you crazy son of a bitch, that just might work. So I think that's my next project is, after I get some regular dice made and set up and in the shop, I'm going to commission a set of feels so ridiculous just saying it, but I'm going to commission a set in 50 millimeter scale. And I will make a set of big bad evil dice, and those, I mean, obviously, I think because of the time and cost associated with just setting that up, because like this thing takes like, I want to say this takes 3 ounces of resin, which is not a lot. Like, yesterday I mixed up just over 2 ounces, and I poured 2 full sets of the standard, 20 millimeter size, 2 full sets of those, and then 3 additional dice, and filled the void in my other giant die like this with 2 ounces, and this by itself is like 3 ounces. So that tells you something. So anyway, I am at time. I didn't even get to the week ahead. I don't know what I'm going to do in the week ahead. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten there. I don't even have that. I mean, well, I guess I'm going to finish up, I'm going to finish up these. You know what? Actually, I do know. I need to finish up these dice in the week ahead because these, the walk is next Sunday. So I need to get these to Vegas so they can go in the raffle. I'm gonna do that. I am probably gonna get to work on this wood. I'm gonna do some woodwork because this has been sitting for too long and it's making me it's upsetting me that I haven't gotten around to that. So I'll probably do some of that. As far as that goes, it's raining here again. Like I'm tired of this weather, man. Tired of this weatherman too. This weatherman is bumming me out. So question. The question for today is because there's a big Marvel movie coming out, and I am not going to go see it in the theater because COVID. So I thankfully I've avoided most spoilers, with the exception of whatever glimpses were in the first trailer because I was so excited. I was like, I gotta see this trailer. So I watched the trailer, and there's some things that I know about that are going to happen, but I don't have, obviously I don't. There's going to be other stuff that is like ground shaking. But it's going to be all over the internet. And so my question to you all is, how do you feel about spoilers? Like, are you okay with spoilers? Are you okay with spoilers as long as it doesn't ruin the overall plot? If it's just, a surprise that comes in, like, are you okay with that? Are there levels of spoilers, or if you just like, no, flat out, I hate them, or all spoilers all the time. Gimme. How do you feel about spoilers? What are your thoughts? Let me know on the Patreon comments. Shoot me a message on Twitter. Reach out to me, on the interwebs. However you want to answer that question, if you want to answer that question. So until next time, that's it for me. Have a great weekend. Be good to each other. Peace.